started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged. Best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to. And
a shot toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Going right to work up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Works the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Tight end now in motion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Has to get there to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Now on the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Play number 10 on this series. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now sliding to his left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Made no secret, they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him.
And it's in there for a touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Working that left side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll move the tight end. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Leon. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Leon. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. Got his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Toss sweep right. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working the middle, it's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Under fire. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down. Moving away from pressure. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is if it stands. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down. 43.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defense.
He's in for the score. Touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Lost to throw again. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over ULM. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Holds it in, the first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, NC State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Just a couple of inches to go, get this done, and the ball game should be theirs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Going over the top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track.
He's loose, and he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Trying to set up the screen. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally
takes it the other way. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Looking to throw on first down. A late-game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin. This game. Well, this was an offensive showcase.